What's up, guys? We are on the top of the parking deck in beautiful Midtown Atlanta here, looking over the skyline. Special shout out to all my E46 fanatics and the guys over at CHP Mafia. Started up a channel here to start doing some DIY videos and kind of simple how-tos. Today we're going to be replacing the air filter and the cabin filter on an E46 3 Series. This will work for any models from 1999 to 2005. So whether you have a 328 or 330, all of the above, or even an M3, this should work for it. Any standard 3 Series BMW. You're not really going to need much. I'm going with just the OEM Mann filter. I'll put all the links inside below the video. So this is the cabin filter, and then this is our air filter, and this should be a pretty simple install. The only thing we really need is a flathead screwdriver. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so we have the hood popped up. There's really not much that needs to be done here. If you can look, there are 5 latches. One here, one right here, one back here, and then one down there on the inside, which you can access next to that hose. That hose is flexible, so you'll be able to kind of push it out of the way. And then we'll just be unscrewing the hose right there, disengaging the harness, and we'll be undoing this guy right here, and then undoing the harness, and then we should be good to go. And that will be the air filter. This one is a little tough to get at back here. That one is a little testy. If you can't get to it, it's pretty hot out here today, so I'm sweaty, so I'm sliding right down in there. But if you can't get to it, I would have your wife or your girlfriend come out and try to get her hand in there. And this one isn't too bad either. So those are the 5. You can kind of feel it loosen up. So now we'll undo the screw here, undo the harness. It should be ready to go. Just to let you guys know, and I'll probably do another video on comparing just the OEM regular air filter to some of the third-party cold air intakes and a few of the other intakes that are offered out there. Honestly, I've talked to my mechanic about this, and he says that you want to do this, they say every 10,000 miles, but honestly, if you live in a city, I've lived in big cities for a while now, and you obviously get more pollution. Down here in the south, you get a lot of pollen, so I would just do this at least once a year, because my mechanic told me this will save you about up to 10 horsepower, and everybody out there is spending $300, $400 on new intakes, when if they would just replace the regular air filter somewhat regularly, they'll likely get maybe a little bit of a better sound, some more air will be getting to the engine, and you'll also get more power. have this undone. For the harness, you just kind of want to pull. It's going to take some effort. There's kind of a little latch on top that you can lift up, make it easier to get out. It does take a little bit of effort, and you want to be gentle because you don't want to pull the wires. So give it a little love and just be patient with it. You can kind of wedge something underneath. So you can kind of wedge like a flathead underneath, and then it catches on a tiny little rivet here. But again, just be careful with it. You don't want to damage any of that wiring, obviously. Just leave it up top there, and then that's it. So now, just stick this somewhere where it won't fall down a hole. Kind of wedge it in between these two hoses here. And that's it. Alright, so you can leave this part on. Obviously, don't let your little O-ring fall off here. But now, you can go in, your old dirty air filter. Hopefully yours is nice and dirty, look at that. So obviously, I haven't done this for, I think it's been about 10 months. So obviously living in a city, you know, I haven't gone nearly 10,000 miles. What I would recommend now is go get yourself a paper towels and some water and like dampen the towel and just wipe this thing out. You know, your air filter does a good job of getting a lot of stuff out, but there will be some dust collected down in there. So I'm going to take a moment to do that off camera just because that'll take me a bit, and then we'll get the new air filter in there. Alright, so I actually just do this on camera for you guys. We are getting a storm that's rolling in, so I'm going to try to be quick with this. I actually just got some duster. You can find this at any computer store or on Amazon or wherever, because I'm in a rush. So I'm going to blow this in here. I'm going to cover up my air filter. Just blow all this stuff out. Get it out of there. And then what we can do is take a microfiber, spray it down with some water. Just go in there and give it a wipe. I like to keep microfiber wipes on hand. You can get them real cheap at Sam's or Costco or wherever, even on Amazon. The reason I prefer the microfiber is because if you're using other stuff, like if you're using other towels or whatever it is, that stuff tends to leave lint, and you obviously don't want any loose lint anywhere around your car. So microfiber towels tend to do the trick. Alright, now, it's going to rain real soon. Try to button this up. I might not get to the cabin filter. We'll do that in another video. The part number is C25-114-1. And see, that's our nice and shiny new air filter. Pop that in. The rubber on the outside sort of protects anything from getting in there. And that's it. I'm gonna blow this thing out. This thing is coming in fast. All right, so rain has stopped back out here. We're getting the filter back on. You're gonna want to put this part connecting to the hose on first, just because it's going to be much easier. Don't want to tighten it too much to where you won't be able to get it off again, but you know, definitely don't let it move around anywhere. All right, so now we can get them all buttoned up. Next. Guy up. Don't forget about those little guy up front. And lastly, don't forget to plug in your little harness here. And just like that, your air filter's back on.